I'm Sinead Hughes,
Yes.
and I work with Grove Developments, and I've been with Grove Developments for the past 20 years. So the initial project that you worked on for us was on the T4 Crowne Plaza Holiday Inn Express. It's the first time that we didn't use a main contractor and that we actually looked after the trades directly, more like a construction management form of contract. The hotel itself was 762 rooms, split in between the two hotels, a High-X brand and a Crowne Plaza. I initially came across through a recommendation from other developer. So we do a tendering process, and good costing is one of the first things, presentation of tender. And from there we do a wee bit more research ourselves, so we checked work and a bit of feedback from people, and overall you seem to be a fairly good deal. So the budget was tight, eventually we got it there. Programme wise, we had a lot of problems coming out of the ground, so working at Heathrow airports is not always the easiest. There's an awful lot of other circumstances and external pressures that affect your programme going forward. The project ran about 6 months behind. She actually finished about 3 months later than we had hoped, but over a 2.5 year scheme, that's not too bad, certainly on the size of it. Okay, so we agreed initially, when I did the deal with yourselves, that you had this much time. And this date wasn't changing, and I kept doing that. And I know we had a bit of banter through the process, but we had our calls on a Friday. And on those Fridays you'd say, can I start? And I would go, not yet, not yet, not yet. And you yourself, obviously were highlighting the concerns with that. There was a point where you said, you're now, Sinead, we need to start. I took that on board, and you did, and you were like the cavalry coming in at the end. You helped me not to put the carpet down too early. You allowed me to do that on a job that was running behind, and I think we all benefited, from that. Certainly the end user, my client has benefited, but the quality of the carpet and the sharpness and the freshness of that carpet when she opened, it wasn't worn, it hadn't been through a builder's site, and that for me was exceptional. So you were brought in on a design and build form in terms of you were helping us design the carpet, and from there you supplied and installed it clearly. So our bedrooms are very repetitive, and I am looking for a tufted type carpet. Corridors, we're looking for a wee bit more flexibility and pattern, and I generally would use a colour tech, and you offer the Axminster, which sounds good in the market. I often thought that would be a lot more expensive, but in actual fact, in terms of the tendering process, it worked out very good value. Fantastically well. She just looks sharp, it looks new, and that's what you want. Often when I open buildings, certainly whenever the main contractors that I've used, they ran behind programme, and the carpet just seems to get put into areas it's not ready.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that, that's where I really look back, and I think we've done it, spot on. Well, I tend to vote with my feet. So what did I enjoy about Gravity? You're a company for me that are there to help me work in the future. You've flexibility, and you've gone back through what you've done, how you've done it, explained the wastage and the rates. That shows a very fresh and a very trusting approach to ourselves, and I think it's something that the construction industry needs.